Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, very quick video, hopefully. This is on the Class Wars map. I don't know exactly what it's going to be called for the most part. Either Class Wars Origins, probably Class Wars Origins. That's what's stuck with me the most. So this is probably going to get changed quite a bit down its lifetime, because there's a lot of things that I just don't quite exactly like this lobby. I'm probably gonna add a rule board and stuff, but this is the base release version that I think I'm gonna keep it in. I'm gonna probably update it a bunch, but I just want to kind of give a quick overview of it. I've never really made a Class Wars that was actually good at all, so this one's gonna be pretty decent for first actually good Class Wars. Right now we have 2 maps at launch, and we have how many? Alright, so okay, it's actually much easier to go up here and check because of how the classes are set up. So as you can see, we have 11 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 base classes. Keep that in mind. 11 base classes. We have 6 extra classes, I guess we'll call them, and 2 map classes. We'll talk about those later, or how those actually play out, and why they are named different things, and why they have different colored shulker boxes. And 2 maps. This is where the map selection is. All the Bedrock black ones are not in the map yet, but we have Crusade and Volcano. Lobby's pretty simple. We have 2 different types of food. We have pork chops, steak. We are currently, actually, this is the there's probably gonna be a lot of changes happening to the classes, but this is where I am at for the classes right now. So the class system, how it works is there's a thing that most people probably know, like most actual map makers on console edition know, but when giving people privileges, when you give them the ability to open containers, that means they can open chests. That does not mean they can open barrels. So this is openable for me, but not for everyone else. So they can get food, but they cannot open these classes. There's a book that says very, very, very vague and simple things about the class. And this is one of them. This is Soldier. This is the baseline class. Probably a little bit good, actually. Quite good. Warrior, which is the melee focused class. Archer, which is, as it says, built for long range engagements. Keeping a distance is key and should be a priority. And that's kind of what you get. You get a power 3 bow. That's that. I expect some of these to be overpowered, and I even saw one that was very overpowered, but I'm not going to nerf it yet because I'd like there to be kind of a, like how Hard Light was just crazy for like a month or something in Season of the Warlord. Tank. Read that. Tank is an armor heavy class boasting full diamond but lacking a good melee. If staying in the fight is a priority, tank fits the bill. Mage. Mage is focused on magic / potion related items, whether it's team play or kill chaining. The mage fits a wide range of playstyles, but only if you can utilize its kit well. Orbit. Orbit is built around keeping your enemies below full health and on their toes. This class works well in FFA or team-based matches. Forgot to go over this. There's some named items like the wand here. And orbit. Ragnarok is an attack heavy class, focusing on quick all-in rushes. If Ragnarok is on the field, you should know what's coming, and it will not be good. And Valhalla's Respite is one of the items. Power 2, Punch 1. It can be used 3 times, so even if you pick up more arrows, you cannot use it because it'll break. I'll just go through this one. Tempest. Tempest comes with Trident, Fatal Squall, and offers a very risky playstyle, and that's exactly what it gives. You get healing and fire resistance. 2 named items. Actually, no, there's not. You get a Trident with Loyalty 1, Fire Aspect 1, and Fatal Squall, which is Power 1. Yeah. What did we go through? We went through Tank, Warlord. I don't think we went through. Warlord exceeds in 1v1 duels and dealing mass amounts of damage to a single target while keeping you alive. In a 1v1 scenario, this is probably the best class, and this is the one that I was talking about being overpowered. It is a power 5 bow that can only be used once, and it has an arrow of harming. 2 instant damage, 2. This will probably one-shot some under-armored people. When and what circumstances you have to be in, I don't know. But we'll find out. You also get a Sharpness 5, Knockback 1 sword that is 1 use. Pretty basic armor. Vulcan. Vulcan, if controlling your enemy's movement is what you want. Alright, now hold on. I don't even remember this. I made this. Alright. This is hilarious. I might keep this in. This is so freaking hilarious. Oh my god, I might keep this in the map. If controlling your enemy's movements is what you want, Vulcan is a top secret. We're gonna ignore that. And yeah, it's very control heavy. You get knockback and stuff and punch. Protector is a defense heavy class and comes with the ability to use a shield. While playing very passive is okay, you want to always roam the field. So those are those. Those are the basic classes. You will always be able to use them. I might even make a specialty mode or something where you get to ban certain classes or something. That'd be interesting. These are the DLC or extra classes. Start over here. Should probably start with this one first. Titan. These are all based on either other video games, other sources of something, other Minecraft maps. You'll see. This one, obviously, these 3 are all nods to Destiny. As you'll see, this one's very easy to understand. Titan is a beast. True. Should have said is the best, but whatever. I digress. While close range is optimal, long range duels are not an issue. If an enemy Titan is charging, expect to lose a good chunk of health in a small amount of time. Jotun. It has Jotun. Alright. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm not sorry. And a shoulder charge. This knockback 1 and fire aspect 2. And that was a very good compromise there. Hunter. Hunters is a very hyper mobile and crafty class that can prove to be very useful in any situation. Sorry, I wrote these when I was like about to go to sleep. While easy to pick up, a well-trained hunter can wreak havoc on cautious and slow enemies. In this game, of course. Not Destiny. Unless you're, well, I mean, whatever. Warlocks. Warlocks mostly are used as a healer type class, but can offer quite the 1v1 kit. Knowing your enemy and their loadout is essential. Yeah, you got some healing rifts. You got the melee from, or like charging your grenade on Middle Tree Dawn, I think. Dawnblade. Tomb of Grace. That's what that does. Those are those three. These, some people will know, these two are from other games. I really didn't want to add one because of the game that's from. This one is not from a game. This one is based off of something else. Let's read. Forager. An iconic set of items, and a strong one at that. Challenging a forager is a force to be reckoned with. Very vague. Yeah. Sword of the Seven Flames. That is a freaking reference to the Force 1.0. If you don't know what that is, it's one of my first maps that everyone liked, even though it was awful. And it's a very iconic weapon. It was a survival games map. It sucked. You also get a knocker, which is from Battle Heights, and I guess the original Force 1.0 as well. These are supposed to be like supernova armor, which was also in the original Force 1.0. Very good stuff. Did we read that? Yes, we did. Amber. Amber is a fire/range based class, but can put in work anywhere. While close quarters isn't Amber's strong suit, harming potions should prove to be powerful. If you've played battle, that is 100% true. Amber's Grace. That's a funny reference to, well, the name of the character, and also that was a special named item in, I forget what it's called, UHC. So, one of my UHC maps, I forget what it's called. It's Bedrock though, so it's, you know. Zero. Zero is focused on stealth, damage, and efficiency. Risk doesn't always equal reward though. Pacing your gameplay will prove to be pretty powerful. Yeah, it also has boots, protection 4 though. Diamond sword, power 1 bow, 15 weakness arrows, regeneration, invisibility, and leaping. With the regeneration and the weakness arrows, your enemies will very well overestimate you because of how much health you have. Now, I did say that there was another type of class, or kit, or whatever you want to call it. These are the other ones. These are Archaeologist and Templar. We'll get to those in a second. These are based on the maps. So if you want to, you can do a challenge where you only use, let's say when there's like 5 different maps, you can do a challenge to maybe only use map-based classes. Or, let's say you're playing Crusade. You can only use the Crusades class. We're going to pick these up and put them down here to look at them because I don't have these displayed anywhere. Templar is... These are based specifically on the map. So these have some very interesting play styles that I think will be very interesting to play against. Archaeologist based on Volcano. Fire-based things. Yeah. You can read those. I'm not gonna... You can pause to read them. Now, let's talk about maps. When you're playing these maps, though, once again, there might be changes to these maps because I did not spend much time on either of these. However, I did spend quite a bit of time. Not a lot, but quite a bit. When you think about this, I want you to imagine, right, that you are in a scenario. Let's actually turn this on. That you have 2 different options to do a 2v2 or a 4-player free-for-all. Right now, these 2 maps cater. I would have probably released this with 1 map because I was very lazy at the time, but I decided, you know what, I should probably release this with 2 because this was the first map. This was a team map, so you can, for the most part, only play this with teams unless it's a 1v1, in which case you can play this in a 1v1. So this is Crusade. This is the Templar, or Templar is the class of choice for the map. And you see the inside, pretty nice, very open, very open. I honestly was going to add a lot more into this, like more beams, more support beams, more like cool stuff around. But I decided ultimately that I wanted this place to be a very open area to kind of fight. No grass, no nothing, just some beams and a, you know, some beams. Some hay, I guess. I am always going to be red team because I like red. I also like dragons, and I also like pressing buttons. By the way, yes, that is a dragon. Looked like the Skyrim dragon, so you know, had to do it. So that's the inside. If you remember Clash Dimensions, that was my original Clash Wars map. That was awful, though. That was based on someone else's map, and it was horrible. There used to be 2 ways to leave to the main floor of the map, just the base area. 2. There is now 4. So you have left, right, and the 2 middles. And yeah, that's pretty cool. These 2 have trap doors. You cannot go under or anything like that without opening them. However, when you open them, some people don't know this, but they are counted as not being there when you open them. They're on both sides too. There's also ways to go up. These are scaffolding, and you can stop here. I was going to add items in these, but I don't think that would be very cool. So, you can also go up here, and there is there's 2 separate towers on each side that you can look out and shoot people and do whatever you want. By the way, unlike Clash Dimensions, you can jump off of this. You can jump down to the middle. From here, you could jump down from the middle, or to the middle from here. Anyway, it works. On the sides here, each side has a lava pool like this. And this side happens to have a little campfire. This side, I don't think doesn't have like anything like it as like the lava, obviously. Both sides also has these. Now you probably know why there's a knockback. There's a water pool in the middle. If you happen to have Frostwalker, then yeah, you can kind of negate that problem. I did not give the Templar Frostwalker, nor did I think I gave anyone. I should probably get the Mage Frostwalker. That side of blue, the side of blue, inside of blue is the same. Hay bales are a little bit different. This side does not have a button, but that is the map. Very simple. Not much to say about it. Very elegant, very simple. Not much going on. That's what I like about it. There will probably be more interesting things added to the map, but I just want to keep it simple for that one. This is... I was calling it Hellscape. That was a different map. I was going to call it Hellscape, but I don't want to do that like for like 9th time. Also, for... was it Templar? Official? No, Tempest. This has... or sorry, this is supposed to have... I forgot to add this actually earlier. I forget what the enchantment is. Channeling. So when there's a Tempest on the field, you are legally obligated to make the map you don't have to make it nighttime, I don't think. It just has to be raining and thundering. So, because you have to set off the thing, so it has to be like this. So it doesn't matter what map it is, you have to be playing like this. So, that creates some interesting kind of experiences. Like, look at that. That looks cool. I didn't even see that before, actually. So if you're on fire in this map, which is probably going to be a lot, you can just simply sit up here. And on this map, fire is also going to be a little bit less of a problem for you. Unless you're inside, in which case, it's not going to be a problem. So playing your class is very, very important. For this map, I usually like to keep it nighttime. You don't have to make it thundering because that'd be kind of stupid to have it always thundering, but you get the point. Or at least, yeah. This is somewhat based off of two different maps, which are Hellscape, which is my old survival games map, and Lair from Battle Minigame. You can probably see some inspiration. It's supposed to be like a volcano or a cave, and yeah, you have middle, which I was going to add chests to middle that have like gaps or something, but I don't want to do that. You have some interesting things kind of all around. You have some rocks. You have this thing. These are the pods. So I press this. I forgot to tell you how this works. All 4 pods will open. Like the blocks up here will get pushed back. So yeah. We have a rib cage of a dinosaur, I guess. You can go up here without any jump boost or anything. Because how the ribs are lined up, I guess, like this. Jump down to here, or just do this. You have some lava pool action, which you could camp in if you have, you know, fire protection or resistance. You have a little catwalk area here. You have a skull, which you can go in. This is a very, very annoying spot, I'm going to guess, though, for a lot of people to play against. Some hills, some, like this area up here, you can kind of sit in. Very interesting map. I'm really excited to see how this is going to be played, seeing that it's very open. I didn't want to add too much stuff. I kind of held back my, well, I want to make this as detailed as possible kind of feeling. And I just kind of went for a very simple, original kind of map feel. And that's what, hey, that's what it is. So, pretty impressed. There is some magma. I think there's 3. There's only 2. I thought there's 3. You also have some glowstone and stuff. So, very interesting. You're supposed to pick the map and any bands that you want to do, and the time of day and stuff, and whether it's raining or not, before the game starts. Some people that don't want to play against, like, let's say you have a class that doesn't have anything to do with fire, you're probably going to say, well, I want this or whatever. I want there to be rain. Which obviously isn't going to help all the time because of how the maps are set up. Like, you have this entire area inside, and this is only a very small portion, which you have to cross lava to get to. So, you know, there's that, I guess. By the way, before anyone says, well, this map looks very, you know, way too small or way too big, how Class Wars is played, you should honestly have seen how Clash Dimensions played. I might even actually go to Clash Dimensions. This was a map based on, so I had to keep the theme of the actual arena and classes very similar to how the other person did it. So we're gonna go ahead and load this up here. The way this was designed, the best strategy to literally winning this game is to simply, instead of engaging, sit back. Whether you sit inside of your castle area, you sit in the back of your spawn, you sit on the top part, which if you had jump boost, you would have a massive advantage. Or you can, like, I don't know, sit somewhere that isn't near the middle or out in the open. Most smart players or people that know they will get absolutely destroyed in a 1v1 will just do that. They will not engage you until it's basically like Trials of Osiris. you're not going to get in an engaging fight because you know for a fact that the other player is going to be sitting back, waiting for you to push them. And when you do, they're going to come at you with probably spamming bows or potions or whatever they have at their ability that isn't going up close to you. And unluckily for everyone, this only got made worse by the fact that the most overpowered class in the game at the time, and still is, had a power 5 bow, which means if you were in a team fight and you had someone like the medic, which had a lot of healing, 64 healing, 2 arrows, you could literally, and I'm not even joking about this, you could 100% sit in one of your towers, snipe them, and if they try to cross, just bow spam. Sit down here, wait till they come through. There's only 2 doors, so if you sit like right here, then boom, line of sight. And going out when you knew someone was near your base is a bit of a dice roll, because they're probably gonna be camping right next to your door, waiting for you. And they're at that they're probably gonna be 3 peeking. Sorry for the terminology here. That's what it is. Which makes it even worse. I don't like the fact that this map was literally played like every trials match ever. And I wanted something that was much more engaging, and that's why I wanted to add a system where you had to go to the middle to get like chests. But at the same time, that would be very annoying to play with. Because it would mean whoever had speed, like, just kind of won the game. If it was something overpowered, and if it was something not so overpowered, then not many people would try to get it. If it's something like Gapples, sure, I could understand that, but that would be useless to healing classes, so that would make them kind of obsolete. If there was like a ton of them, and if there's only one, once again, are you really gonna risk your life to like a sniper that has like power 3 for just a Gapple? You're probably not even gonna regen all your health that you took while trying to fight against the archer with the gap. So I don't know, I just feel like it's a much safer option to not have the Gapples or whatever would be in the middle, because Gapples are really the only thing that I can reliably add. Like potions, sure, but giving people like speed, or not speed, well yeah, speed or like harming would kind of decrease the value of classes that already have that. My plan is to add Gapples to quite a bit of classes, just to give them kind of a bit of a value. So I think right now I'm in a stance where I think the game should be pretty fun. Not as fun as, you know, some people probably want it to be with like the class balance and stuff. Like if I wanted to make the most crazy fun experience ever, I could just say, hey, to heck with it with the classes. Let's make full diamond armor on the one, and then leather boots and a, you know, a wooden shovel on the other. And while I could do that, I'm not going to. I'd rather have a balanced time than a slightly more fun time. Because that means I would know when someone says, hey, you only won because of that, then I'd be like, well, not really, because I already balanced it. So it should be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Really excited to see how these maps play. I spent a very short amount of time on this map in particular. And most of the class things, like I gotta switch up some of the books, like the hunter one, and then whatever the other one was, like when, or want, or whatever. But for the most part, it's playable. That's all that I care about. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time, and expect something. I don't know. Expect interesting videos. I will see you later. Peace out.